Hey everybody, it's Master Galengeist here, bringing you my review for the first season of the anime Kakegurui, and I found this to be kind of an average anime. Um, Weirdly enough, I felt that the whole premise of the gambling was kind of the weakest part of it. So, we find out that there's this academy where the main ranking of students is based on gambling. And we see that this new student, Yumiko, comes in and she's really into gambling. Now, granted, we don't find that out until it really gets into the first episode, but she kind of lays it down and she goes kind of crazy for it. And that aspect of her being completely obsessed with gambling was really well done to the point where she turned on by it. However, once you finish up through it, you find out that everybody pretty much cheats. And it kind of diminishes the whole chance and everything. It just pretty much, how is Yumiko going to either win, or what is her loss going to try to achieve for her goal, and what her goal is. And she's kind of led through the school by Ryota, and God, he is one-dimensional as all get out. He's exposition dump and a stand-in for the audience, kind of. And barely has any personality until the end, where he actually gets his own chance to gamble for himself. And of course that turns on Yumiko, and I honestly have no idea what Yumiko really sees in him, because he really has no real defining characteristics. He was in the pet status, like the lowest status, being pretty much kind of a slave for all of his debt, before everything gets turned on its head as Yumiko starts tearing through all the rest of the kind of high roller people, going after the student council, trying to go after the president. Not for any reason other than she loves gambling. But I felt that there was really no tension and no real stakes. I mean, they're saying all this money, we're getting into billions of yen towards the end, and then at the end one being expelled from the school or not, but I just didn't feel any tension in them, because either people were cheating and Yumiko already had this pretty much winnable strategy, or she pretty much had a kind of lucky-unlucky break to try and get to pet status, where you have the ability to challenge anybody to any kind of gambling match. Now, granted, I liked how they showed all these different kinds of games of chance and everything, but when it's put to the point that every person is cheating, and Yumiko finds all these ways to counter them, it completely takes away the tension, and you're going, alright, can we get to something that we've got an actual kind of battle of wits with? Because after the first couple episodes, you get down into the pattern of, okay, this person's got some kind of advantage. Yumiko's got to do some testing. Yumiko tests out the defense, figures out what it is, and figures out how to beat him. And I was very surprised that I got so bored with it, because I wanted to like it, and because it's very well animated, though the CGI hands at some point were just okay, and certain of the faces I was just, okay, what's going on? Okay, it just looks like a weird face. Alright. And some little stuff here and there, they had an idle person, and they had your tube. I'm I love that they always have to change it to something else, but you could come up with some interesting kind of thing. It's okay, your tube. But I liked certain aspects of the people that she was going up against. She was just gambling for the fun of gambling. Certain people were gambling to make sure that their club still existed. Some were just gambling because they had a death wish and got off every time that they didn't die. Yeah, that one. And then, of course, there's the idol person who is trying to get an Academy Award by becoming an idol, transitioning over to a higher fame for acting, and then getting the Academy Award. I'm like, okay. They have some interesting aspects to them, but it's never really delved into that deeply. Now, granted, it's just 12 episodes, so there's not a lot you can do. The main character that's really delved into is Yumiko, and really, she's the main person that we see arcing throughout, seeing what she does, how she operates as a gambler, and that she is just completely and utterly obsessed with gambling, no matter if she wins or she loses. Even though most of the time, no matter what, she wins if she's winning, and that's the objective, or she's winning if she's losing to get to another longer-term objective to do whatever is going on. And the student council president, has just made this system because she likes having a hierarchy and fish eating other fish. Okay. Alright. Cool. And that it's alluded that she's kind of as gambling addicted as Yumiko, but not to Yumiko's extent. So, I'd be hesitant to recommend this because they don't really delve as deeply into the characters as I thought they would. Now, granted, I think they're making another season, so that could change with more kind of character development or everything, but this is kind of like if you've run out of anime to watch, or you just need a time burner to watch. Otherwise, I would just go look for something else. Now, granted, it's not the worst thing that I've seen, but it's just, okay, there's better anime out there. Probably even better gambling anime, so I would go look for that instead. So, those are my opinions on the anime. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.